What's up guys, and welcome back to another video for me again today. And today I've got something a little bit different for you. This is a game that's just been released on Steam for the PC, and it is Car Mechanic Simulator 2014, where we have to take cars apart, find out what's wrong with them and fix them. Something a little bit different. Rather than racing, this is going to be fixing, and I'm just going to show you a few jobs and give you the idea of the game, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this and you'll want to see a bit more. So we'll get going. We'll click on begin and we'll go on to play, and you see you got quite a few garages, but the only one we're going to use at the moment is the very first one. The other two have a few more options on what you can do diagnostic wise, and we'll get going. Okay, so we've got the first job. Well, the first job I'm going to show you is actually the 7th order that I've done, just to get the hang of it a little bit. So on this one we have a Genesis Town 2006, and apparently he replaced the battery 4 days ago, and he checks it today and he was unable to start it again. Please check what is wrong with that. So we've got to replace the car battery and check the alternator. Sounds easy enough. So yeah, so this is the car. This is my garage. We've got a radio over there, we can switch it on and off, but I've got the music turned off. The ramp, which lifts the car up and down so we get underneath. And we can look inside. We can open the door, get in, have a look round. And one of the cool things we can do is also check the errors, so we can link up to the computer and see what's wrong with the car computer wise, but we don't need to do that for this, so I'll probably cover that another time. What we can do as well is we can show the condition of the parts. So you can see now the wheels are grey, so that's unknown. So what we can do, we can check the condition of them and it will show us what's wrong with it. But we're going to pop the hood. Right, and so you see straight away that the air filter is yellow and yellow. Yellow usually means okay-ish. Green is okay and red is bad. So we didn't want to check the wheel. We want to check the engine. So we want to have a look at the battery and the alternator, was it? Yes, the battery and the alternator. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch to examine mode, and we're going to have a look at the battery. So we see the battery's 7%. So we need to remove that, so we shall take that out. So that's the battery sorted, and then what we'll do is we'll go and buy him a new battery. So we'll go over to the computer and we'll check the car shop parts. We're going to look for a long list of parts near all the things we can change. We're going to look for the car battery. I have no idea where it is. We can't actually search in here, we just have to scroll through them all. And apparently I've gone past it, have I? No, it does not look like there's a car battery on here. Ah, there we go, battery, $250. So we'll buy that for $350. So that's $350 we've spent so far, and if we look on the sheet again, we're actually going to charge him $1,000 for the whole thing. So far, we're going too bad. As long as the alternator doesn't cost $650, we should be fine. So now we just have to switch to fixed mode, and we can install the new battery. We'll make sure we give him the 100% one. So now that is good to go. So now all we've got to do is find where the alternator is. And that's one thing, I don't know where it is on this car. In fact, all the engines are pretty much the same anyway, but I don't know where it is. I don't even know what the alternator looks like. If you hold item, it does show you, and we found it straight away. So we can examine again and see what condition it's in. And we should be able to, can't we? No, it doesn't let us. Look at it. So maybe we need to do that from underneath the car, but I'll show you underneath the car anyway. So we'll back out of that and we'll lift the car up on the ramp. It is quite good on this because you have to try and work out how to take parts off, and what bits you end up taking quite a bit of the car off before you actually get to the part that you need, and I don't think this is what we need to do. Okay, so we'll come out of this, we'll lower the car back down again. I'll do quite a bit of this, lifting the car up and down, just try and work out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. So I'll go back onto the hood, let's go back to the alternator, So now you can see when we've got that highlighted, the belt is actually flashing red, so we need to take that off before we can actually do anything with the alternator by the looks of it. So we're going to see if we can remove that. That's that removed. And now that's highlighted green, so now we can do something with it. So can we examine it now? No, we can't. Still can't examine it. So you know what? I'm going to take it off anyway. I'm going to put a new one on. If we can get to it. So we'll undo the bolt that side, and we'll undo the bolt that side, and the alternator comes off. So the alternator said the bottom right then was 13%, so we need to buy a new alternator. So now we'll scroll through all these again and look for the alternator. Fuel pump, gearbox, ignition module, exhaust parts, suspension parts, wheels, suspension again, starter motor, water pump. Down the bottom, is it? Some very blinging wheels at the bottom. $1,750. Fuel pump, fuel filter. Alternator, $500. So yeah, that's quite a bit of money. So we're not going to make a huge buy the alternator for. Yeah, so we'll buy the alternator. Right, so we're only going to make about $150 off this in the end anyway. So now we can try and switch to fix it mode, and we'll install the new alternator, and we'll put the bolts back in. And now we need to put that part back on again, that belt, whatever it is, serpentine belt. And I think that should be everything. So it says on the bottom right, no parts to assemble. So if we check that, we've ticked the car battery and we've done the alternator. So we mark it as repaired, and that's that job done. So the next job that's coming is the Reventon van. My car has become significantly louder. My muffler is probably damaged. Repair the exhaust. And we're going to charge him $900 for this one. So for this one, I'm going to guess we're going to need to get underneath it. So we'll lift the ramp up. Now hopefully this one should be straightforward because I know where the muffler is. Shouldn't be too bad. Right, so I'm going to spin around a little bit, zoom out, and we're going to switch to examine mode, and we'll have a look at the muffler. It's 35%, so it's orange, so we need to take that off. So to take that off, just click on it and undo the 4 bolts that hold it on. And the muffler comes off nice and easy, and we can just go and buy a new one if we can find it on the computer. So we could look at used car parts, but they tend to not be 100% when you buy them, so we'll stick with the good ones, with the brand new parts for them. Only the best service. Muffler middle, muffler rear. So $250. Seems quite. I'm going to make quite a bit of this, unless I'm going to remove any of these, which I might have to. So we'll just give them a quick check while we've got it off. Switch to examine mode again. So that part's okay. Oh, that needs to come off as well. And that's okay. That's okay. And that bit's okay. So actually we just need to zoom down the car a little bit. So we need the muffler middle as well. So it's back to the computer. Muffler middle, V6. Or is it that one? I don't think it's a V6. I think it's just that one. So $250. We'll buy that. Now we should have all the parts that we need to fix this. So we just need to remove the parts that we can't get to. These bolts. So yeah, this one should be pretty straightforward. There are quite a few where I have to actually hunt for the bits and work out how everything comes off. Take that off, undo them 4 bolts. And then we'll switch to fix it mode. And we'll put the new one on. Put the bolts back in. And we'll put that section back on. Again, put all the bolts back in. Luckily on this I haven't had any bolts left over, which is usually true to life, that when you fix something like a car you always have little bits left over. But again, I'm not a mechanic, so. But I'm guessing mechanics do. I've got a mechanic friend and he often has a big box of bits. But strangely the car works okay afterwards. So they couldn't have been important. So that should be everything completed. So we can just back out now and we'll drop the car back down. So yeah, this is the first garage anyway, so I'm going to guess it gets a lot more complicated than this. At the moment we're just changing parts. You'd have to use the sensors and everything else with it in the later garages. So there you go, repaired. And another $900 for us. So on this one, there is a feeling like the steering system was kind of loosened. Could you check it? $3,000 we're going to charge you for this one, so this one could be quite a big job. We have to perform the test drive and repair the steering. So I'm going to guess there's going to be quite a bit wrong with this. So there's the car, normal hatchback. Nothing too exciting. I think it's supposed to be like a Volkswagen Golf type thing. It kind of looks like it a little bit in the shape wise. But yeah, that's Car Mechanic Simulator. It's pretty cool actually. I quite enjoy it. I mean, there's another 2-3 garages after this that you have to unlock. And I'm going to guess you get more complex jobs. The parts you take off, you can actually repair some of them over here as well, so you don't have to buy them from the computer. And yeah, I actually quite enjoy it. It's quite a puzzle solving game. And it's kind of cool. So if you want to see some more of these guys, I'll do some more if you want. I'll do some more jobs and just show you overall. I mean, this one has got a test drive in it next, so I can show you the test drive and the hassle it goes to working out what's wrong with it and what we have to spend. And we're going to guess for $3,000 we're going to have to buy quite a bit of new stuff to get this car back up and running. So as always, if you enjoyed this guys, just feel free to hit me a like button, leave me a comment, and all the other great stuff that YouTube lets you do to increase the growth of my channel, and I'll try and keep doing cool different videos for you. So until next time guys, have fun, and I'll see you all soon.